7 Dark Habits of Millionaires. What if I told you that most millionaires have more in common with serial killers than they do with you? Before you click away thinking I've lost my mind, stick around because what I'm about to reveal will completely flip your understanding of wealth creation upside down. These aren't your typical wake up at 5 a.m. success habits. These are the psychological patterns that separate the ultra-wealthy from everyone else. And frankly, some of them are pretty disturbing. Let's start with something that sounds innocent, but is actually borderline psychotic. Habit number 1, emotional detachment from failure. Millionaires don't just learn from failure, they literally feel nothing when their ventures crash and burn. While you're crying into your pillow after a rejection, they're already planning their next move before the ashes have settled. Take Elon Musk. The guy has had more spectacular failures than a Hollywood stuntman. Yet he talks about billion-dollar losses like you discuss what you had for breakfast. This isn't resilience. This is emotional detachment that would make a therapist very concerned. But here's the kicker. This detachment is exactly what allows them to take risks that would paralyze normal humans. They've literally rewired their brains to treat catastrophic failure as data points. But if you think that's cold, wait until you hear what they do to their own time. Habit number 2, ruthless time elimination. Millionaires don't manage time. They assassinate it. While you're attending your cousin's wedding or helping friends move, they're calculating the opportunity cost of every single minute like a human spreadsheet. Warren Buffett famously said no to a meeting with a world leader because it didn't align with his investment strategy. These people will ghost their own mothers if it doesn't serve their wealth-building goals. Harsh? Absolutely. Effective? Devastatingly so. They view social obligations the same way you view root canals. Necessary evils to be minimized at all costs. Every yes to something trivial is a no to something profitable. Speaking of saying no, their relationship with money itself is unsettling. Habit number 3, money as scorekeeper, not comfort. Here's where it gets weird. Most millionaires don't spend money the way you think they do. They're not buying happiness. They're keeping score in the world's most expensive video game. Mark Cuban drives a 2012 Nissan despite being worth billions. These people will agonize over a $5 coffee, but drop $50 million on a business acquisition without blinking. Why? Because the coffee doesn't keep score, but the acquisition does. They've turned wealth accumulation into a psychological addiction, where the number in their bank account is literally their life force meter. It's not about what money can buy. It's about winning a game that never ends. But this obsession with winning extends far beyond money. Habit number 4, strategic relationship vampirism. Millionaires don't have friends. They have strategic assets. Every relationship is evaluated on a risk-reward basis, like a stock portfolio. Sounds harsh? It gets worse. They maintain relationships with people they don't even like because those people provide value, connections, or opportunities. Meanwhile, they'll drop lifelong friends the moment they stop being useful. It's networking on steroids with a complete lack of emotional attachment. Jeff Bezos once said he surrounds himself with people who disagree with him, not because he values different perspectives, but because it sharpens his decision-making edge. Every conversation is a chess move in a game you don't even know you're playing. And when it comes to competition, their tactics get downright predatory. Habit number 5, competitor obsession bordering on stalking. While you check social media for entertainment, millionaires are conducting full-scale surveillance operations on their competitors. They know their rivals' revenue, strategies, weaknesses, and probably what they had for lunch. Steve Jobs was legendary for this. He didn't just compete with other companies, he studied them like a predator studies prey. He knew Microsoft's product roadmap better than some Microsoft employees did. They create entire databases tracking competitor moves, hiring patterns, and market positioning. It's not business intelligence, it's business stalking with a legal budget. But perhaps their darkest habit involves what they do when no one's watching. Habit number 6, emotional manipulation mastery. Millionaires are basically emotional hackers. They've studied human psychology not to help people, but to get what they want from them. Every conversation is a carefully orchestrated manipulation designed to advance their agenda. They use techniques like mirroring, anchoring, and social proof not accidentally, but as deliberate weapons. When a millionaire compliments your shirt, they're not being nice. They're building rapport to lower your defenses for the ask that's coming. Donald Trump, love him or hate him, is a master of this. He can make people feel special one moment and worthless the next, all to maintain psychological control. It's emotional chess at a level that would make a psychologist jealous. But the final habit. This one will make you question everything about success. Habit number 7, moral flexibility as a superpower. Here's the big one. Millionaires have developed what I call situational ethics. Their moral compass doesn't point north, it points toward profit. They're not evil, but they've learned to compartmentalize their conscience in ways that would make normal people lose sleep. They can justify almost any decision if it serves their long-term wealth goals. Look at any major tech CEO. They'll testify before Congress about privacy while simultaneously harvesting your data. They're not lying. They've just trained themselves to hold contradictory beliefs without cognitive dissonance. This isn't psychopathy. It's strategic moral flexibility that allows them to make decisions others can't stomach. So there you have it. 7 habits that reveal the psychological price of extreme wealth. The question isn't whether these habits are right or wrong. It's whether you're willing to develop them. Before you judge too harshly, remember, these people aren't born different. They've simply chosen to optimize for wealth over comfort, results over relationships, and winning over being liked. The real question is, which version of success are you actually willing to pay for? If this made you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort is the price of entry to the top 1%. Hit subscribe if you want more uncomfortable truths about wealth. Drop a comment telling me which habit shocked you most. And remember, the path to millions isn't paved with good intentions. It's built on decisions most people aren't willing to make.